Hey, good morning, everybody. How are you 116,278 beautiful souls doing this morning? I'm doing good. Thanks for watching the Sarasota Tim Morning Chat. Let's get at it. So I'm just pulling out, left my dock light on, got to turn that off. Just pulling out of the famous Campers Inn RV park here in Panama City Beach on the ocean, right across the street. It's not a new park. It's not a resort park. I was in a resort park, and there's some around here, and it looks beautiful. You know what it's got? Nothing. It's got big spaces in between the RVs. There's like gravel and cement slab that the coach actually goes on, so you're perfectly level. And you can see through the whole park. There's like a window in between every RV. They're just in there. Beautiful. But guess what? There's no sense of camping or funness to it. It's just a parking spot, really. Almost looks like a storage place. But yet they do have a little space in between. And this place is, they're not like you can reach out and touch everybody. But they got them in here because a lot of people live here. And this one section, and everybody wants to be here. So people are willing to sacrifice because they want to be across the street from the beach. And they do have nice amenities here with the pool and those cabins they've got. They've got it all. I made a video yesterday. Check it out. But, some would look at it and like, oh, I'm not going to go in there with my Prevost. Those people are below me. Well, don't come. But I'm telling you, this is a great location. There's some buses in there. I haven't seen Prevosts, and I haven't seen any tag axle buses, but there's some diesel pushers in there. So where are you going this morning, Baker? Well, guess you get 3 guesses. The Queen is laying in the bed. I get up early. I had my coffee. And MacDonalds is right around the corner over here. So I reckon I'll go over here and buy somebody some breakfast or a coffee this morning that's behind me. Now, I'm not going to lie. I buy for the person behind me quite often. I really enjoy it. And cumulatively, it's added up to a lot of money. But yesterday, I have a limit now. I got nailed. I knew it was going to be expensive anyway. I don't care. But, man, I was really... $53 I paid for a family at a MacDonald's in St. George, Utah. And I was happy to do it. It was 3 grandchildren and the whole thing. But I've always asked when I go through the drive-thru, if I'm in the store, I can kind of see what they ordered, and I'll reach in with my selfie stick and tap and pay for someone. But if I'm in a drive-thru, I always ask, hey, how much is the order behind me? And, anything under $12, I'll say, I'll take care of that. And they say, okay, great. Well, I'll tell them and whatever. And I go about my business. And I get the toot on the horn, the wave. I love that. I made them happy. And people get a cup of coffee they think about it all day. They love it. Try it. But yesterday, I think it was yesterday, Tammy and I went to the MacDonald's up here. And I said, yeah, I'll take 2 zings. The guy said, excuse me? I said, 2 zings, make 1 a diet. And so he was very, very nice. It was very busy in the drive-thru. And I told him what a zing was, and he got on board with it. And I said, now, what did I order? He goes, you ordered 2 zings. And then I got to the window. It's always a different person when you pay than who takes your order if you've been to McDonald's. Some of you have never gone there. Some of you have never been in a Walmart. But anyway, I said, how much is the order behind me? And he said, 26 and change. I said, All right, thank you. $26. Go to a restaurant. I ain't paying $26 again. And guess what? They don't have dollar zings here. I don't know if I use my app or not, if they would be, but I normally don't get one, but I got one yesterday with Miss T. They're $2.59 each. So it was over $5 for 2 sodas. So you think I was going to throw down $26 for the guy behind me? Wasn't his lucky day. But today is going to be somebody's lucky day. Yeah, I got to do it today. Unless it's $26. And then it's just a zing this morning because it's 10 after 7. In less than 2 hours, we're going to be meeting Dean and Melissa for breakfast. A subscriber, an Aussie from Australia. And he sounds like a fun guy, and she sounds like a sweet lady. And then we're going to either drive to Destin or hit the beach or go shopping, or some of it, all of it. And I told Tammy yesterday or day before, I said, that's it. That is it. We get down there near Planet Fitness, I don't care until we find a place. I'm hitting the gym. I'm going to start running. We're going to start walking. And last night when we had Carrabba's, I noticed one thing. We not only split our meal, but if you nibble, like we got it's a chicken marsala, and they cut it in half, and it was plenty. But if you just saw that off, little bites at a time, and then put your fork down like the Europeans do, and you chew your food, and read your phone for 5 minutes. No, I don't recommend that. Although I was picking mine up because I was trying to edit. Your brain will tell your stomach you're full. But Americans are notorious for just shoveling in. It comes to them and they shovel it in. We were leaving last night both full. Of course, we ate a lot of that bread. That was really good for us. And, we were both saying, can you imagine ordering one of those whole entrees each? No, I could not. Especially if you eat some of the bread. So it's not that we're cheap, folks. It's just that that's plenty of food. And she nibbles. And I started nibbling last night. And that's going to really help. Hang on a second. Watch it. Here we come. MacDonalds. Will you be using the mobile app today? No, thank you.
What can I get for you?
Can I get one senior coffee with 2 and 2?
Okay.
And one zing.
I'm sorry, one what?
That's what my wife calls a Coke. One large Coke.
Okay. What else for you?
That'll be all, thank you.
All right, 409 at the first window.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
She liked that. So, I refer to Tammy as my wife because my girlfriend, we're 65 years old. Tammy's got a birthday coming up soon. What are we going to do for her? We'll figure out something. But nibbling, I said, let me nibble like T does. And so I nibbled last night, and I'm telling you, it was all I wanted. I didn't care if she left any on her plate. I wouldn't have eaten it. So a little tip for you there. Just try to really nibble, eat slow, or whatever you want to call it, your food. She's been telling me forever, just eat less food. I love eating, folks. I am not a picky eater. There is nothing I don't eat. I mean nothing, really. Almost nothing. I would be hard-pressed to think of something. But I'd even try anchovies on a pizza. I don't care. I love escargot when we go on cruises. I eat it all. And she eats nothing. I mean, She's got the four things, pizza, fried chicken, chicken fingers or whatever, spaghetti, of course, and that's about it. 3 things. And Cokes. But no, she, on Thanksgiving and all that, she'll have a few of the staples. She loves turkey sandwiches, but it can't have anything but mayo and lettuce. She doesn't do tomatoes. Fish taco, maybe a half of one. She doesn't really like the tortilla. Yeah, she's really picky. But she eats less. She's a cheap date. Oh, filet mignon. Filet mignon. She loves her filet mignon. That's the only steak she'll eat. Well, let's see who the lucky person is this morning, what they get. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Fine.
Good. Thank you so much for waiting. May I help you? Okay.
How much is the order behind me?
$5.60.
I'll take care of that.
Okay.
$5.60.
What else for you?
Whew. I'm so happy for them.
All right. Anything else? All right. 35.38 is the first window, please.
What was that? Did you say that person's order was $35.38 that you just took in? I'm glad they weren't behind me.
Yes.
I'm not kidding you. I heard her. She was finishing an order before she gave my card back. She goes, okay, that'll be $35.38. Woo! Who's spending $35 at McDonald's? Woo! They got more money than I do. A coffee?
Yeah.
For the senior. The geezer plan.
Is that a Hue Blood, sir?
All right. And
Is that a Hue Blood watch? Hue Blood, the watch?
oh, it's a Invicta.
Ah.
It looks like the Rolex.
Yeah, good taste.
All right. Thank you, my friend.
All right, have a great
You made my day.
Yeah.
See there? I got a compliment on my watch. I'm looking back there, and I think I see a wave. Give me that wave. Don't get cheap on me. They have 2 lanes, so I don't know who got it. Sometimes you don't see or get the old thanks, man. They're like, yeah, you should have bought it. I can't wait till it happens to me again. It's happened to me. I can probably count the times on 2 fingers, but I was thrilled. I mean, I really was. Now, let me tell you, I told you the story once before. In case you didn't see the video, I'll tell you what happened. I paid for the order at Chick-fil-A behind me, and the lady, you know how they're Christian people there, the lady that worked the window, I don't know, maybe she was management, because the kindness that I showed, I'm so kind, she went and got me a coupon for the next time I visit, a free, not a buy one, get one, chicken biscuit or chicken sandwich. I handed it to me right then. So, I mean, karma, boom, right there. It's just nice, folks. It's just really nice to be generous and to share. You don't have to spend $26 on somebody at McDonald's. You don't have to be that generous, because you want to spread it out a little bit, you know? Tammy says, I always look, see if it's a poor person behind me. There ain't no poor people anymore that are in McDonald's or Walmart. Contrary to what you may think, I see the finest cars and the richest people shopping at Walmart. But there are some brokes like me that go there. Let me get out my card, of which I get $10 back when I leave here tomorrow. Today's the last day, folks. The party's over. That's why we're going to have breakfast this morning early with Dean and Melissa, and then get about our day. There's precipitation, possibly. I got some sprinkles right there. Not a deluge or anything. We're not worried about it. And let's take a quick drive. Let me turn this around for you. So we're turning. Oh look, he's got a tent on top of his truck. Someone asked me this morning, why would I pitch a tent in a campground? I said, well, water, sewer, shower, electric, all that. Well, this is the tent area. It used to be the tent area to the left, more than to the right. Good morning. So, right there is where I used to hang my tent. They got a little chain there. Look, they put a chain here so you don't go through. That's new. They didn't have that before. But you can see that isn't much more. Like this guy's got a pop-up tent. Here's another wolf pup, gray wolf. And over here you got these guys. Hey, good morning. There's another alpha wolf. Those are all, that Cherokee, those are all Forest River. Probably going the wrong way, but I only want to go down this one street. Let me go down here and show you some more coaches towards where I live. This is the way they sent me down when I got here so I could back in correctly. But when I come in, I actually go on that next street over, right over there, down to the camper. But they had me come all the way around and circle back to the spot so you could back it in. See, they're sort of angled, right? Let's get in here and take a look at what's going on. People are hanging out, drinking their coffee. This guy's having a Class B. Hey, it's Jay from the Villages. Hey, look at here. Here's an older one, Class A. Catalina, this is another popular brand that where I bought mine. He sells a lot of those. That's his two brands, is these Microlight Flagstaffs and the Catalinas. Here's a guy over here. I think he lives here. Look, he's got a whole fenced-in area with his business, his surfboards, and everything. Got him a garden, and yeah, he's a camp host or an owner. Here's another one with a front windshield on. That's that Hemisphere. We saw one of those yesterday. Here's your bus. You know, it's not the Prevost. It's single axle in the rear. Nonetheless, expensive. Here's another, that's a diesel. It's not a gasser. This one right here is a diesel. Got another tag along there. Here's fifth wheels are very popular. Oh, there he is. This is the guy that, there's me right there. There's me right there with the thing on the back. This guy right here, Stewart, I think is his name. He's pulling it with this beautiful 350 Power Stroke. And guess what he told me? He put disc brakes on his fifth wheel. He took the electric brakes off, added some disc brakes, and a master cylinder of some kind. It does work the same way when he applies his brake on his truck, but he now has disc brakes. And he said it stops like it's not even back there. So here's another little, this could be a diesel, let me see. Some of these are hard to tell. Yeah, it's a diesel. How do you know it's a diesel? When you see a big motorhome like this, which is called a Class A, what did I do? Go right past my, no, I'm over here. I think, yeah. You see all those vents in the back behind his bicycles? See all those open vents? Every single diesel has that, every single one. If it doesn't have that, but it looks like a, here's one right here. Here's a gasser. This flare, there's no vents. Okay, I'm gonna show you before I go back to the house. These Class A's are gasoline motors. The motor sits between the driver and the passenger. See there, the back of it? Nothing. No vents. That means there's no engine back there. Diesel pushers are called diesel pushers because they have the engine back there and it pushes the coach. These have the engine right in the front, right between the driver and the passenger. And you can hear them roaring too when you gas it. And they get, like this one right here, that is a diesel. And the vents in the back, you can tell. Look at this little bitty one right here. Look at this little job. Oh my gosh, that's the nicest one in here. Look at that. Ooh, look at that fancy light in the front. Let me back out for you. Man, whoever's got that is a lucky guy. Yeah, it's called a microlight flag set. Oh, wait a minute, that's mine. Well, let's go on in here and get Miss T her zing. Look, she got lots of diamonds and pearls on this one. I know she's going to be stoked. She is going to crush that.